Alright, let me see if I could get back to where it was. I had to... Fraps just does not seem to like this. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was this one I left off on. Yes, I think it was this one. Let's see. Location, net this system, planet Cilicia, Class K, upgraded to M, plus 1 SU in 2389. Orbit, stable. Satellites, 1 moon, Class D. Space station, no docks. Federation colony, founded 2380. Population, 20,139. 15,523 Cilicians, 4,203 humans, 290 Vulcan, 120 other. Assigned starships, Xeno, the Kerr class science vessel. Alright. Race, Cilician. Optional background information. Starting in the late 21st century, a group of genetic scientists began illicit experimentations with augmentation of the human genome to produce a more space-adapted human that could endure the condition and long durations of space travel, which at the time was the norm. Conducting this research in total seclusion and secrecy, with the multi-organizational funding, the clandestine efforts of the group involved decades of research and eventually produced what some would call a Cilician, a genetically enhanced human with some astonishing characteristics. Sorry, I had to turn off the heater there. The actual full declassification of the origins, this new species of human, was not known to the general scientific community until roughly 40 years after their initial creation. This occurred when a group of the test subjects rebelled against their captors and escaped from their confinement. Once their secret was out, the world government saw no choice but to grant them a protected population status to ensure their rights and safety. The worldwide scientific community was astounded and horrified to discover several hundreds of their kind held in isolated captivity. Holy... Okay. Close file, return to previous menu. Race, the podium profile. System, the podium. The podium. When dealing with the Dipidians, it is their custom, when asking for something of each other, a favor is required in order to grant the request. Example, performing a task or trading an item service prior to granting of the required item, information, or service. To refuse or omit this customary exchange, one invites the dishonor of the respondent and can cause their rejection of the request. The Dipidians are a semi-aquatic species that spend the majority of their time on land, entering the water to breed or regenerate, sleep for 6 to 8 hours per day. Similar to other humanoids, they are bipedal and slightly shorter than the average human. They are typically pale blue to gray blue in skin tone and various markings on their craniums and bodies. Their eyes are slitted or silted, and have a secondary inner eyelids that protects their eyes when it's submerged in water. Though they can breathe while submerged in water, they prefer to breathe oxygen and often bring large amounts of their native water along with them when traveling to sleep in and recuperate. The males have tentacle-like tendrils on the chin and slightly taller than the females. Certain males also develop bony growths on the top of their craniums, identifying them as an elite caste, often appointed to leadership positions in their society. Their society is made of 4 castes: worker, warrior, and leadership. That kind of sounds like 3, though. The worker caste performs typical tasks that are associated with labor. The warrior caste makes up the majority of their armed forces. The leadership casts are often scientists and political leaders, focusing their efforts on administration of their government. Leaders are elected to a system of trials that allow them to debate with each other. Once completed, the population of adults then votes to select the leaders. The supreme leader is referred to as Primus Minister, while other officials adopt the title of simply Minister or Administrator. Typically, the Dipidians have chosen to use diplomatic means to resolve their conflicts, both external and internal. They have had some difficulties dealing with their ancient cousins, the Din Avius, a small minority that lives on the planet. The Dinavians are a religious offshoot of the Dipidian culture. Genetically, they are directly related to the Dipidians and are similar in appearance and customs. However, they lead by the belief that they are the true race, and this often brings them into conflicts with the dominant Dipidian government. I think that's good to go. Close the briefing. Issue orders to the crew. Alright. If you want to review the full mission briefing and its attachments, you may return to the previous menu. If you continue onto the issue order selection, you will not be able to return to the briefing at this time. Bridge. Aye, sir. Set course for the Transwarp Conduit designation QC1A003. I have uploaded our new mission briefing to you and the various coordinates. I have uploaded our new mission briefing to you and the various coordinates to the helm. Review it and make any necessary preparations. The Dakasha will arrive shortly. We will transport to the Albatross crew to our ship. Inform me when Captain Seti arrives. Acknowledged, Vice Admiral. Oh. .3 hours later. Sir, the Dakasia has arrived and is hailing us. Patch it through to my ready room. We're staying by to transfer the Albatross crew members to your ship, Vice Admiral. Understood. Stand by, Captain. Helm, move us within transporter range of the Dakasia and notify transporters to beam over the Albatross crew. Also inform security that we'll have passengers, please. Acknowledged. Oh. Alright, there's the deal. We need to... Sir, transport complete. Thank you, Ensign. Helm, take us to the Transwarp Conduit coordinates. Whoa. We have been ordered to return the Albatross's surviving crew members to their home planet of Dipidium and make contact with the planet's government regarding the Albatross incident. The fastest way to traverse the distance to the Dipidium system requires using a Transwarp conduit, which will greatly reduce our travel time to the system. Our orders also include interviewing some Federation scientists presently located on Dipidium. Their knowledge of the system and its people may assist us in our current investigation. Vice Admiral, we arrived at the Transwarp conduit. Designation QC1A003. Very well. Move us closer to the conduit and stand by to transmit the activation code. Aye, sir. Alright, transmit the activation code. Travel through the deal. See if I can, activate the, whoa. Destination coordinates, Dipidium system. 9.4 hours later. Vice Admiral, we have cleared the transwarp conduit, now in the Dipidium system. Class M planet with a population of 1.3 billion, mostly Dipidians. There is one space station in orbit of the Jifin system. There's one space station in orbit. I think he's missing a comma there. The Jifin system, the Jifin station. Sorry about that. I again had to restart Fraps. Okay, understood. Thank you, Commander. Helm, bring us about and head towards the station. Jifin Station to Federation ship Celestia. State your purpose and destination, please. Jifin Station, I'm Vice Admiral Maik. We are on a diplomatic mission. I wish to contact Minister Sartan Devere. As you wish, I'll contact Minister Sartan and inform him of your request. You may approach the station and hold position. Thank you. We also have some of your people, who many of which are wounded. May we transport them to the station? Yes, you may. Yes, you may transport them to the station. Yes, you may transport them to our medical facility. I will transmit your coordinates to you now. Thank you. Screen off. Move a little bit close to the station. It looks a lot like K7. Transport complete, sir. There is an incoming hail from the station. It is Dr. Valletta Ellenton. Ah yes, inform her that we will be in contact with her soon. Sir, she is quite insistent that she speaks with you now. Okay, very well, on screen. Yeah, on screen. Have you been sent to assist us with their mission request? Excuse me? I'm sorry, what mission request? Ah, I see not. It seems that our Federation is going to drag their heels until our time has run out. Pardon me. Dr. Ellington, is it? In our society, Captain, it is polite to refer to the individual by their first name, mine being Violetta. But you are correct. Forgive my impertinence. I am Dr. Violetta Ellington. And you are? I am Vice Admiral Maik. Maik. Okay, that's kind of weird. In fact, I was meaning to contact you soon, and I talked to you about another matter. Well, currently, Vice Admiral Maik, I am not able to converse with you. I'm quite busy at the moment and need to find a suitable vessel for our transportation needs. However, I will set aside some time in the next couple of hours to speak with you. Is that acceptable? Yes, it is, Dr. Violetta. I can also inform your colleague, Dr. Quarinus, still not sure because it kind of looked like it changed between an O and a Q there, that I will also wish to speak with him as well. Yes, that can be arranged. Dr. Violetta out. Coming hell from the planet, sir. Minister Sartan Devere for you. On screen, please. Greetings from the Dipidian people to you. How may I assist you on this fine day, Vice Admiral Maik? Hello, Minister Sartan Devere. If you have a moment, I wish to speak to you about the Albatross incident. I'm aware that the Federation has contacted your government about the situation, but I wanted to speak with you further on the matter. I understand, sir. May I inquire what you offer in this exchange? And you consider your options.